The gentleman from Kentucky is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of H.R. 4012, the Secret Science Reform Act. You know, before I came to Washington, I spent 6 years studying science, math, and engineering at MIT, and we were taught there, and we learned very well that transparency and reproducibility are the basic tenets of science. In fact, one of the favorite things that I learned is, and this comes from engineering, where you apply science, and that is without facts, all you have is an opinion. And that's what the other side needs to learn today. They're hiding behind this false narrative, unfortunately, that the EPA will be unable to use certain data because they would have to release confidential or private information. Well, this is patently untrue. Look, the FDA, the CFPB, the Census Bureau, which one of these organizations does not collect data that has sensitive and private information in it? Yet they still use the data. They can still disclose the data, and it's transparent, and we can look at it. This is a solvable problem. In fact, the National Academy of Sciences in 2005 said, nothing in the past suggests that increasing access to research data without damage to privacy and confidentiality rights is beyond scientific reach. In fact, I'd like to introduce into the record a memorandum from the President's own OMB on, to the executive heads of departments and agencies that encourages more transparency. This is a May 9th, 2013 memorandum.
The gentleman's request will be covered by general leave.
Okay. Well, clearly we have the same goals as the administration, so I don't understand why the other side is against this. In fact, this memorandum from the President's own OMB says that making information resources accessible, discoverable, and usable by the public can help fuel entrepreneurship, innovation, and scientific discovery, all of which improve America's lives and contribute significantly to job creation. But are they worried? Are they worried that you can't release data, that you'll violate somebody's privacy or confidentiality? No, they're not. In fact, the President's own OMB director references the standards that we have. This is what science is about. It's about standards. It's about units of measure. It's about numbers, and we have standards for this. The NIST has standards for guidelines and definitions for releasing data while maintaining confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So they're clearly hiding behind a false narrative. The EPA Administrator, Ms. McCarthy, said in March 7th, 2014 letter to Congress that the agency's efforts ultimately resulted in the CDC reaching the conclusion that all of the research data could be provided without the need for de-identification. So there's really a false narrative here. I don't know how the other side, who purports to be for science, and I am for science, this is my background. I don't know how the other side can make these arguments with a straight face, Mr. Speaker. And I would just say the American people would be better served with access to this data, and I support the bill and yield back. Thank you.
The gentleman's time has expired.